right, 6:06 on the Fan. We're into the home stretch now. Mike is not on. Joe Benigno, Brandon Tierney for Mike, and we'll do this again tomorrow. 877-337-6666 is the phone number. About another 20 minutes or so, you'll be hearing from Steve Summers, Chris McMonigal, and Brian Monzo on the other side of the glass. Now, you and I arguing about Eli, and I always, here's the guy that I got to bring up, okay? And I understand he probably won more games than Eli and all that, better winning percentages and the whole deal. But to me, Brett Favre, there is no great. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. There's no question about it. First of all, Eli won more Super Bowls than he did. And here's the other thing about Favre. No quarterback that I've ever seen has thrown more ridiculous, terrible, big-time interceptions than that guy did. And every time it's Brett, it's Brett Favre. It's Brett being Brett. He throws the ball behind his back, and people, John Madden, hee-haw. I mean, and Brett Favre, we got to genuflect. The guy's the most overrated great quarterback we've ever seen.
Please tell me this isn't. Please tell me
has nothing to do with the Jets.
No. That this isn't the beginning of you somehow trying to compare Eli Manning to Brett Favre on any level.
Am I wrong?
Please tell me that's not happening.
Am I wrong when I'm saying about Brett Favre?
Brett Favre is twice as good as Eli
ever
was.
Am I wrong? How many bad picks? How many did he? How about the NFC Championship game against Eli? Frozen tundra.
Oh, Plexico Burress went nuts. They talking about when Plexico Burress went bonkers.
Yeah. Who threw the big pick in overtime to
Brett Favre was outplayed.
How about when he was in Minnesota? Who threw the big pick in the championship game against New Orleans to lose that game? How many big playoff games did this guy throw killer interceptions that killed his team? And everybody, well, I can't say the word on radio, but you know what I'm talking about when it comes to Brett. Because it's Brett Favre.
Listen, people, there's an overglorification of his mistakes. His mistakes are positioned as
it's okay for him to make mistakes. Well, it's not okay for Eli.
It's positioned as a cowboy, gunslinging, a little reckless, but I'll get you back and I'll make amends. And I think part of it's the personality.
Guy won one championship.
I understand what he's won here, Joe. You ask any person with more than a single brain cell who they would rather have as their quarterback, Brett Favre or Eli Manning.
I'm just saying.
And the only person that might say Eli is Archie in the world.
And maybe me. I just think that Brett Favre...
You would actually rather have Eli Manning over Brett Favre?
I just think that Brett Favre has been so glorified. He played on... And you could bring up the record, but he played on a lot of... The teams he played on, for the most part, have been better than the teams Eli's played.
Joe, I can't have this conversation
with you. I'm just saying.
I mean, I can converse about anything, but we can't waste time on this. Come on, man.
How many? When it comes, tell me. And Brett Favre would play when he shouldn't have because of his dumb streak. And hold on, because of his stupid streak, he played when he shouldn't have been playing because it was about his stupid streak. Well, so I'm tired of hearing. And look, I'm not saying
I didn't even bring up Brett Favre. You did.
I do, of course, but I'm tired of hearing about. But I have to because goes back to Eli.
Okay.
Because Brett Favre could throw pick after pick. It's okay. It's Brett. We love him. He could play when his shoulder's falling off and he's killing his team, but he's playing because I got to keep that streak going. But it's okay.
But you can't quantify that. You can't quantify that. I mean,
how about when he played for the Jets? He was hurt. He was hurt he killed us at the end of the season. He had no business playing.
Okay, so pull him.
Well, that's Mangini,
he didn't have the equity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the problem is he couldn't pull the great Brett Favre.
Well, he could have. He elected not to. Well, and I'll tell you what, that 4th and 12 that he threw to Dustin Keller in Foxborough that night, I mean, Brett made some throws, man. And Brett, before he got hurt.
Brett was fine until he got hurt. And he shouldn't have been playing after that.
I mean, listen, in terms of arm talent, Joe.
If you're hurting your team, you shouldn't play.
All right. In terms of arm talent, right? Well, sometimes the coach needs to take away.
I'm not necessarily implying that Eli's better than Favre.
Yeah.
But you got to start look a little deeper into some of these guys.
Well, that's why
who get a free pass for every bad thing they do. But where this guy is, Eli Manning is crucified for every bad throw he makes. Every damn bad throw. Oh, he stinks. He's this. He's that.
Well, part of it's because he plays in New York, Joe. That just comes with it.
All right, fine.
I mean,
I
even Jeter got banged around at the end. Unfortunately, it comes with the territory.
Come on, Jeter got very little banged around.
Well, no, at the end when he was hobbled. I mean, and also Jeter's equity was times a million.
I'm not knocking Jeter, but Jeter was genuflected too. Eli Manning is killed. And I understand that part of it is just, you're right, because Phil Simms was the same way. Phil Simms never got got the credit he deserved. Giant fans would go, Hostetler was better. Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, no, I was a Phil Simms fan.
Phil Simms would have been in the Hall of Fame if he would have stayed healthy in 90, and he would have been the quarterback for that Super Bowl.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree.
But the Giant fans, Phil wasn't that. Give me Hostetler.
Yeah, but Joe, here's what he's
give
doing.
Me Danny Cannell.
Cannell.
I'm just
We'll
saying.
go to Dave Brown next week. Here's where you're losing me a little, and I love this debate. But here's where you're losing me here. You're bringing in Phil Simms' name. You're bringing in Brett Favre's name.
I have to.
We're all over the map. I'm going to ask you a simple question.
Eli Manning could be the quarterback.
Let me ask you a simple question.
I wish he's been my quarterback for the last 10 years.
Okay, but you're not coming you're for the Jets, you mean? For the Jets.
For the Jets,
oh, me
course.
too. But you're coming from a position of desperation. So it offsets and it kind of reshapes the conversation. Got one question for you. And answer me honestly.
Good.
I already know the answer. This is a rhetorical
like
question.
Jay Cutler. I mean, you really
This is a rhetorical question. I already know the answer. Everybody does. Was Eli Manning ever one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL?
I think he's a top 10 quarterback.
I mean, top 10, there's only 32 teams.
All
So you're
right,
talking about,
all right, well.
Top 10.
You're telling me Matt Ryan's better than him. I don't buy that.
Let me run through this right now.
Matt Ryan has never won a big game in his life.
I understand that.
What are we talking about?
I understand that.
In a big game with everything on the line, you want Matt Ryan or you want Eli Manning?
I'll take. Well,
who do you want?
I'll give Eli the respect he's earned. But I would also add, I'd like to see Matty with a pass rush like the Giants had during the two Super Bowls.
Fine. You know what?
And by the way, Joe, hold on. By the way, Matt Ryan threw for 300 and say what you will, 390. Look it up. 396 yards against the 49ers in the NFC Championship game when the 49ers had Patrick Willis when he was still young. Navarro Bowman.
They had a 2-touchdown lead and blew the game.
Hold on. Justin,
and almost blew the game the week before against Seattle when they had a huge lead.
Justin
and almost
Smith
choked that game away.
As a tremendous defense, Joe.
Please. You know what?
Let's call it the way it is.
Wake me up when Matt Ryan wins
Forget
something.
about Matt Ryan.
I'm telling you. Wake me up when Matt Ryan wins something.
Call it the way it is.
I am calling it the way it is.
If David Tyree doesn't have a ball, stick to his helmet.
It.
No, I'm serious. And if Kyle Williams doesn't muff a punt, Eli's got nothing.
Eli in that game took one of the biggest beatings anybody could ever take.
I never said he wasn't tough.
And came up and kept going.
I never said he wasn't resilient.
Are you going to take away the Mario Manningham pass for him, too, in the second Super Bowl against the Patriots?
One of the best throws I've ever seen.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's without
in a money game, you want Matt Ryan or you want Eli Manning? I'm asking you. You're not answering it.
I mean, we can.
I don't even think it's a debate.
Listen.
Wake me up when Matt Ryan freaking wins something.
How long you been doing New York radio?
Wake me up when Philip Rivers wins something.
How long you been doing
Andrew
New York
Luck,
radio?
The great Andrew Luck. Is he so damn good? I don't know that
He's got no O-line. His defense is terrible. The GM Ryan Griggson's a mess. The coach stinks. Please.
Great. Look, I'm not saying I wouldn't take him, but let's calm down.
Joe,
let's calm down with these guys.
How long have you done New York radio?
I've been doing it over 20 years.
Okay, it's his entire career.
I've seen his whole career.
I know you have. Have you ever had a discussion about Eli even on the periphery of the MVP race? Just answer that.
No.
The answer is no.
So what?
So what?
He's won. You know,
he just
MVPs
answered my question.
He's won the important MVPs, championship MVPs. That's all that matters. MVPs, you could throw it. Who cares? Win the championship. Is he Tom Brady? No. Is he Peyton Manning? No, he's not those guys.
He's not Drew Brees. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Derek Carr in a couple of years.
Drew Brees, who plays in a dome, he plays in a freaking dome.
He's not Big Ben.
Outside, and so does the great Matt Ryan. Let me see those guys. Put them outside in the weather, and let me see what the hell they do. Drew Brees, Matt Ryan will go right down the line. All these guys that play in these perfect conditions, give me a freaking break. This guy is the most underappreciated, and the day is going to come for all the Giant fans that hate him too, and are listening to me now, and are saying, Benigno, you're crazy, he stinks, dude, this guy, are you kidding me? Give me Ryan Nassib. For all those guys out there, when this guy leaves, you're going to realize what you had. And then I hope you appreciate him then.
Let me just back it up for 1 second here, Joe. No, a great rant. I love where you're coming from, but I want to back it up a second because I think there's a difference, Joe. Nobody's saying he's a bum. We're just trying to place him in the proper...
But you're just throwing all these big quarterbacks that you think are so freaking great.
Let me finish. We're just trying to place him in the proper position. The context of his career. Mm-hmm. You could have great moments without being a great player, and that's what I believe he is.
Okay.
I mean, I can rant and rave and yell and pop veins and turn red as well, but I just don't see week-to-week greatness from Eli Manning.
That's okay. Fine.
And I don't think I'm wrong.
All right, fine.
Huh?
You know what?
I mean,
Again,
I
at
just
the
don't
end
see
of the
it.
day,
I see a lot of red zone picks.
At the end of the day, all these other guys,
I see a lot of 7-win seasons.
All these other guys that are better than him. All these other guys are better than him. They're going to be shining his rings that they don't have. All these other guys.
Okay, if it's just about the ring.
Well, again,
which is also about the team,
let me see
Joe.
Matt Ryan play out in conditions. Let me see Drew Brees play most of his career out in conditions.
Yeah.
He also played in San Diego before that.
He's tough.
Phillip Rivers plays
Eli's
in San
tough.
Diego.
I'm not saying he's not tough.
San Diego, the weather's
tough.
terrible there. Let me see that. Okay, I'll give Favre this. He played in Green Bay. I give it to Aaron Rodgers too. I'll give him the props for that. But these guys that play in domes in perfect conditions in the fantasy football world that we live in now, give me a break. Give me a break.
Well, those are the things you can't quantify, and that's why I respect Eli. Dude, I'm not trying to turn Eli into.
Thank you. By the way, and Monzo points out, beat both. Let me say this: Eli beat both the great Brett Favre in the championship game in Green Bay and the great 15-1, may I add, Green Bay Packers in Green Bay in a divisional round of the playoffs. Okay, the great Aaron Rodgers. He stuck it to Favre. He stuck it to Rodgers, okay? Two guys that are obviously better than him. What else can I say?
Hey, Monzo,
I think we got to break
this
now.
guy stuff.
Thank you, Mons. You know I love you.
Oh, man.
Holiday Happy Helpline.
Help! My stockings are hung by the chimney with care, but I need some stellar gifts to fill them with.
Why get hung up? Just go to Old Navy.
Old Navy?
Yep, Old Navy's got great gifts for everyone on your list, and the entire store is up to 60% off.
60% off?
That's right. Old Navy's got gifts for just $2, $4, $6, and $8 for a Merry Christmas to all.
And to all a great price. Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Old Navy. Offers valid 12/12 through 12/18. Excludes clearance, gift cards, register lane items, jewelry, today only and 2-day only deals.